In our previous exploration, we proved the mathematics. We saw the torus and the infinite recursion of the fractal. But now, we must face the human question. If the world is a mathematical swirl of awareness, why does it often feel so heavy? Why does the illusion feel so incredibly solid and unyielding? The answer is simpler than you think. It is because you aren't just looking at the math, you are living inside the localization. You have mistaken the swirl for a cage, forgetting that the bars are made of the same light as the sky. You are a vortex of consciousness that has forgotten it is the entire ocean. Suffering in its purest form is simply mathematical friction. When you resist what is, you create a jagged knot in the smooth flow of the torus. You are essentially trying to flow against the fundamental geometry of your own awareness. This is the primary glitch in the human matrix. The deep-seated belief that you are the knot, rather than the infinite, effortless flow that allows the knot to exist in the first place. Resistance is the only thing that makes the dream feel like a prison. When friction stops, the architecture of peace begins to reveal itself. To rewrite your experience, you must return to what we call the 0 point. This isn't a retreat from the world, and it isn't a denial of your humanity. It is a fundamental recalibration of your internal compass. When you find the absolute stillness at your own center, the chaotic, fragmented energy of the external world begins to organize itself spontaneously. The complexity of your life doesn't vanish. The bills, the relationships, the duties remain. But they simply begin to orbit the gold of your silent awareness. You become the gravity that holds your universe together. We must understand that emotions are not yours. Fear is a high-frequency contraction of data. Peace is a low-frequency expansion of that same data. Both are just mathematical values appearing momentarily on the screen of your mind. You don't need to fix fear or engineer happiness. You simply observe the frequency until it dissolves back into its underlying geometry. You are the architect of the entire space, not the individual bricks of the building. When you stop identifying with the vibration, you become the silence that contains it all. Your nervous system is the biological interface of the infinite. It translates the raw, staggering data of pure awareness into the finite, manageable pixels of sight, sound, and touch. If the interface is cluttered with the dust of old beliefs and dogmas, the world looks broken and fragmented. But if the interface is wiped clear by understanding, the world reveals itself as a masterpiece of mathematical precision. You are not a body with a spirit. You are a spirit using a body as a high-definition lens to witness its own glory. The ultimate realization, the one that changes everything, is this. You aren't a character in the simulation. You are both the light inside the projector and the infinite screen it is playing on. The master architect doesn't spend their life fighting to change the individual scenes of the movie. They simply realize they are the unchanging, untouchable space where the film is allowed to happen. You can watch the tragedy and the comedy with the same level of profound equanimity, knowing that the screen is never burned by the fire or wetted by the rain. Now, from this place of realization, you can finally move. Now you can act. Not out of a desperate primal need to survive or a hunger for validation, but as a pure mathematical expression of joy. This is the true architecture of experience, moving with the grain of the universe rather than exhausting yourself by fighting against it. Effortless action, what the ancients called Wu Wei, is the natural result of total alignment with the blueprint of reality. You become a channel for the infinite to express itself in time. The math is solved. The blueprint is finally clear. You are the stillness that allows the complexity. You are the silence that allows the song to be heard. Step out of the knot of the ego and step into the flow of the infinite. The architecture of experience is no longer a mystery to be solved. It is a playground to be enjoyed. It is yours to command, yours to witness, and yours to be. Welcome home to the center of yourself. The dream is over, and the real life begins.
Suffering is simply mathematical friction.